Hi, it's Chef Rick, and today I'm making sausage rolls with caramelised onion.
Here we go. We're going to start off with some red onions, 4 red onions. This is obviously going to be making the caramelised onion part. So we chop off the top of the onion, turn it over, and you chop through the root, but you keep the root intact. I seem to chop an onion in literally every single video I do, but the reason that we always do it that way is because you're not going to cry. The oils that come out of the onion aren't going to be released if you keep that root together, so it just makes the whole process much more enjoyable for you. So chop it in half, take off the peel, the outside layer, and then chop these as thinly as you can with a knife. They don't need to be wafer thin, but you see, just like nice thin chop. Ultimately these are going to melt down anyway. So we've got all of our onions chopped. Large pan on low heat, biggest pan you've got on low heat. So that's some light olive oil, butter. Don't need me here anymore now I've put these ingredients on the screen. So in go the onions into that softened butter. Just give those a good mix round. Put a lid on, and you want to leave those for round about kind of half an hour or so, in with a couple of bay leaves, and they're just softening slightly. There's no sizzle off the bottom. There's a nice little kind of onion smell. The pan's getting warm, but you're not looking for anything more aggressive than that. So now they've been cooking away for, again, probably a further half hour. You can see at this point now it is getting hotter, the steam's coming off them. And they're reducing in size at all times. So in with some brown sugar, soft brown sugar, give that a good mix round. Make sure all the onions are coated. Another lid on. Again, that's going to keep the steam in, keep them all hot. There we go. So that's had another 20 minutes or so. Again, you'll see that it's getting smaller and smaller all the time. Adding things like the sugar. We're going to add sugar again in a minute, but adding that sugar. So there you go. There's some more brown sugar. This is what's making everything lovely and sticky. It's 100 ml of red wine vinegar. That's balsamic vinegar. And then we give this a really good mix round. Now this is starting to smell amazing at this point, but you can see it's obviously way too thick. It's not really all sticky and everything. We really just want to cook this down and cook it down to get everywhere lovely and mixed. Again, just turn that down from a medium to a low heat.
1 hour later.
And here we go after an hour with the lid off. You'll see that it's not stuck to the bottom of the pan. It's just gone lovely and sticky. Obviously it smells fantastic. You can see there's still a little bit of liquid in there. As this steam comes off, that's going to that liquid's going to evaporate. So just let that cool right down. Get that into a bowl. You can see there's no liquid coming off that now. All that steam's got rid of that. It's got lovely, sweet, sticky caramelized red onion. Remove the bay leaves. Just give it a little check. Make sure no other bits of bay leaf went in there. A tiny bit of bay leaf won't hurt you at all, but you don't want it to be catching in your teeth. That's your onions ready, made. Now, 6 sausages. I got these from the butcher's, and they're actually like a skinless sausage. So what you would normally do is, if you were using like normal sausages, you got to squeeze them out of the skins, but these were skinless. So the sausages go in there with the caramelized onion, some whole grain mustard, and thyme. So I'll start mixing this with it's the worst tool I could use that really. Look at it, a teaspoon. Quickly realised it's going to be way better to just get my hands in there. So if you're ever going to do this, it's so obvious, wash your hands. But you're in so much more control. It's the best tools in the world, your hands there. So just use those. If you don't want to use your hands, just stick some gloves on. Kitchen gloves, of course. So we're getting a large baking tray, baking sheet if you like, and we're going to cut out some greaseproof paper. Literally just measure it kind of by eye, run the tube next to it. Just give it a chop so it fits. And now we're going to get some puff pastry, this shop bought puff pastry. Super easy to work with. Keep it in the fridge, and it's just, you see, you just roll it out like this, dead simple. And chop it in half. Nice sharp knife down the middle. And we'll just work with one of these for now. keep it on its, you see that kind of sheet that came with it in the pack, keep it on there, just makes it dead easy to work with. Take the sausage meat again by hand. This is the perfect reason to use your hands, because you really can get to kind of portion this out properly. But you want to make nice long sausage that's going to fit down the middle of that pastry roll. If there's any gaps in it or any bits that are a little bit narrow or skinny or whatever, just take a bit more of that meat and pad it out. But simple as that, just has to be a bit of a rough chop. This is an egg wash. We've done these in a load of videos before. Just break an egg into a cup, give it a mix around, and this is going to just give it colour and a little bit of texture on the outside when we bake. So we're going to brush that over the top, but we'll get to that in a second. Here we go. So first we're going to use this as like a little bit of a glue. So you see we just run it all the way down there. Fold over the top. Don't worry if it's sticking to that sheet slightly, it gives you, it's very forgiving this. So you can see now we're just going to push this down onto the bit where we put the egg wash, sort of glue if you like. Like, you see what I mean when I say it's forgiving? It's not like super gluing something, you know, you can move this around and get it how you want first of all. And then you're just going to use a fork, so you're going to crimp off the edges like this. So put your fork down, finger on the top, that's it. Just pull it all the way through, and that's just tightening and making a seal around it. It does not need to be pretty at this stage. You'll see how these turn out, so don't worry if it's a bit rough at that point. Now you're going to chop them into your individual sausage rolls. You could have like one long massive one. I like to have them individual portioned like this. So you just go through, if you can, as smooth as you can. You don't want to saw through these, you just want to chop down like that, chop. And it's just going to keep everything kind of tight and uniform. There you go. So that's the sheet that we prepped earlier on. Put your sausage rolls onto the greaseproof paper, baking sheet. And there's that egg wash again. So this time this is going to add just a lovely colour and a lovely crust to the outside. And first of all is some white sesame seeds. And the next one was a very happy accident. So I was looking for black sesame seeds years ago, and then I could just find these onion seeds or Nigella seeds, and I used these onion seeds instead, and they look just the same as black sesame seeds, but they taste amazing. They just add an extra dimension to it. There you go, been in the oven. They were in the oven for 25 minutes at 180, and all I'm doing there is just freeing them so they don't stick to the bottom, and that is it. I'll plate them up all nicely here, although of course they won't last 5 minutes. Usually make these if you're going to take them to a party or something. Everybody absolutely loves these. Simple, easy, really delicious. Yeah, I didn't know what to say. It's a sausage roll. Really hope you enjoyed the video. There you go, when you bite into it, look, it's like you've been into a sausage roll. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.